Hey y'all, happy Sunday. So today is Sunday, May 3rd, and I'm coming to you guys with kind of like a part 2 on that keep it a secret word. So I wasn't going to post this right now because y'all are seeing me in rare form right now. I have a sore throat. I've had a sore throat for the last couple days. Y'all, the devil is mad. He is mad about that word. He is mad about the traction that word got. He is mad that all of y'all are in the comments like I'm finna keep my mouth closed. I'm not saying nothing. He pissed about it, y'all. When I say the warfare in my life has amped up between my health with whatever this is going in and out, and then my son acting up, and y'all, he is mad. But that's how you know you're doing something right. When God give you a word and you receive it and then all hell breaks out around you, you know you're doing something right because you don't receive that word and you're now being directed to do exactly as God is telling you to do. Now you have received that word. He pissed, y'all. He is pissed. But that's not going to stop us from getting these words out, right? So the part 2 to that keep it a secret word is y'all. I did not know this before. Again, I'm coming to you all with new revelation. Keeping it a secret is not just about the promises or the things that God says he wants to do. It's not just, oh, he told you that he finna move you, or I'm finna give you that job making 6 figures, or I'm finna go get you this new car. It's not just that what he's saying, keep it in a secret. It's also stuff that you are going through in your life. It's also your opinions. It's also your thoughts on other people's lives. God is saying keep that a secret as well, which means keep it to yourself. Everybody don't need to know what you're thinking. Everybody don't need to know what's going on in your everyday life. Everybody don't need to know what you feel or think about this situation. It's not their business. That is between you and your mind. It's between you and your mind. You know, one reason I ain't never wanted no type of fame or recognition or nothing like that is because I see how people respond to stuff online. And when I say some people have the dumbest responses to the things that they simply could have kept scrolling about. You could have kept scrolling and you stopped and you took 2 minutes of your day to say something that was either discouraging, disrespectful, threatening, or just plain stupid when you could have kept it to yourself. Like, I've seen stuff online. A prophetic voice might say, you're about to conceive. You're about to get pregnant. You're about to get pregnant. And somebody who got their tubes tied will say, oh, this word is not for me because I got my tubes tied. So why you left a comment? Why'd you say something? If it's not for you, why did you even respond to it? Somebody might say, oh, you guys, I'm trying to think of something else that be going on that I just be like, what? Somebody might post their outfit, I feel good today, y'all. And somebody will comment and say, I don't like those shoes. So? You can't keep that to yourself? Like, what is that for you to say? And I know people feel like, oh, this is social media. You posted it so I can respond to it. But if you don't agree with it, or if it's something that don't fit you, why respond? Why open up your mouth at all? Because you're that bored? Because you don't have any self-respect? Because a self-respecting person doesn't go onto another person's platform or page and say something derogatory or disrespectful. A self-respecting person doesn't go online to a person they have never met before and be disrespectful for no reason other than they can because they're hiding behind a keyboard. A self-respecting person doesn't do that. Now, a person who does not respect themselves, they absolutely will do something like that. A person who does respect themselves, they don't do stuff like that. I don't leave comments on nobody's stuff, ever. If I leave a comment on something, it is literally God-led. If I leave a comment on your stuff, I guarantee you 10 times out of 10, it is something uplifting. It is something encouraging. It is something to support whatever you are going through and let you know that you are not in this alone. I would never go on somebody's platform and say, that's what you get for doing X, Y, Z, because you shouldn't. I wouldn't even get on nobody's platform and say, that's karma for what you did last week. How is that helping? How is that supporting? How is that encouraging that person? A self-respecting person cares about how they're viewed, how they view themselves, and also not necessarily how others view them, but how they show up in the world. It's not necessarily that they're seeking or wanting the validating opinions of somebody else, but they care how they show up in the world. Do you want to show up in the world as the person who's a hater, who says something about somebody when you could have just kept it to yourself? Is that how you want to show up? I don't want to show up that way. Y'all would never be able to say Aaliyah was a hater, because Aaliyah don't hate on nothing. Aaliyah ain't jealous of nothing. That's just not how I work. My applause is bigger than anybody around. So it's keeping it a secret. It's not just the blessings. It's everything, y'all. Yesterday, so everything that I have going on with my son, for some reason, my mom called me yesterday. Well, not for some reason, but my mom called me yesterday. And we just started talking. And she was talking to me about something. And I thought I could just give her a little bit insight. So I ended up talking to her about my situation with my son. And I was immediately irritated. And everything that she said about it just irritated me even more. And I felt God say, you don't have to talk to her about stuff like that. You don't have to tell her what's going on, even if he just had the worst day of his life. When she called and asked, how is he? You can say he's good. You don't have to tell her what's going on. Because the things that you plan to do to discipline, or the plans that you have to correct and redirect him, that's between me and you, as in God. That's between me and you. She don't have nothing to do with it. So you don't have to tell her that stuff. And I usually don't tell my stuff. The only time I tell my mom stuff, honestly, is if we just happen to be on the phone and I just start rambling. My mom is never the first person that I call to let her know something is going on, because honestly speaking, I don't trust her judgment or her opinion on a lot of stuff. We don't mother the same way. So I just don't feel like she can really give me advice if I do things differently than how she would do them, and I actively choose to do things differently than how she would do them. She can't really give me no insight, because she's not thinking how I think. Now, she's able to provide some tips here and there, but it's actually very rare. So again, the way that she speaks and the way that I speak, two completely different things. So it's just she can't, I don't really take that type of stuff from her. So that's why I don't call her for stuff. But it was kind of you didn't have to tell her that yesterday. You didn't have to. So stop. And I saw a post this morning where somebody said, their friend said, when they are going through something, they don't answer the phone or answer text to avoid oversharing. And the person said, I didn't understand it did, but I just started doing it and I understand now. And that post hit me. It hit me. And I knew immediately God was saying, you don't have to tell people everything. But then somebody left a comment today. I believe her name was Keisha. Thank you, girl, for that, because you further confirmed it. But she said, everybody is not owed a progress report in your life. And she is 1000% correct. Everybody don't need to know what's going on. I think it's okay to say simple stuff. Yeah, I'm cooking greens and turkey necks tonight. Or, yeah, I'm just finna go to the store. But you don't have to say, yeah, my son been acting up. Yeah, my car been acting up. Yeah, I'm having some issues inside my house. Yeah, my boss done made me mad today. Yeah, my landlord acting crazy today. Yeah, my sister being mean to me. You don't have to say none of that. Don't give people access to your life by inviting them into stuff that they don't have nothing to do with. And in all honesty, if they didn't even know about, they couldn't have nothing to do with it. You ever talk to somebody and then you tell them something and you get mad at their response, but you can't even get mad at nobody but yourself, because you opened your mouth and you said something to them, and that's what made them feel like they can have an opinion, or they can have a suggestion or a recommendation about what you have going on. Whole time they don't know what God is doing in your life regarding that situation. Don't even have to be a blessing. Don't even have to be a miracle. It could just be an everyday thing that person does not need to know about. Y'all, I don't know why God wants everything to be so silent right now, but I'm telling y'all, he wants us to be real tight-lipped right now, y'all. Real tight-lipped. You don't have to tell people what's going on in your everyday life. You don't have to go on platforms and leave comments. You don't have to leave good comments. You don't have to leave bad comments. You don't have to say nothing. But if you are going to say something, let it be something that encourages the next person. Why would you say something that does not encourage somebody else and make their situation better or make them better for their situation? Why would you want to be the reason that somebody's heart is broken, or why somebody commits aside, or why somebody goes to drinking or taking drugs because you done said something out of the way? Why would you want to be the reason? But I said that in that video. I'm a person who feels like love is needed back in the world to heal us. And y'all have to understand, some of the things that you say to people is just so unnecessary and so not needed. About your life, about their life. I can even say, when my mom was talking to me yesterday and I tried to give her a recommendation, I shouldn't have. She's gonna do what she's gonna do. And a lot of I'm gonna say it like this. I know that I am very wise because I know the wisdom that I give to anybody is from God. I promise you, I'm not telling nobody to do nothing that I would not do. I tell people to do what God has instructed me to do in a similar situation or something like that. But my mom's journey is different than mine. So instead of me giving her a recommendation, I should have just listened. I don't have to give her a recommendation. I don't have to try to understand why she's doing what she's doing, why she's making certain choices. It's her life. I had a conversation with my younger sister trying to understand why she's doing certain things. And I'm sitting here trying to tell her, well, you don't need to do this and you don't need that. She grown. She's 22, finna be 23 years old. Let her do what she want to do. Keep your mouth shut. Keep your opinion to yourself. Keep your thoughts to yourself. That person is not you. So their journey is going to be different. The only reason why I'm able to tell anybody anything when it comes to recommendations or suggestions is because of all the stuff that I've been through. But guess what? Some people have to go through their own journey. Some people have to go through the things that you went through. Yeah, you're sitting there trying to help them avoid it by giving them the wisdom, but some people have to go through that journey. You have to allow God to tell you when you can open your mouth when it comes to certain things, y'all. I don't know why he wants us so tight-lipped right now, but you have to let God open your mouth when it comes to you saying certain stuff, when it comes to you saying your opinions, when it comes to you making somebody a recommendation on what they should do differently in their life. If God is not instructing you to open your mouth, you keep your mouth closed, period. You keep your mouth closed, period. If God did not tell you to tell that lady about your car messing up, then you don't tell that lady about your car messing up. Again, you listen to God because God sometimes, God might tell you to tell that lady about your car messing up because that lady is going to connect you with a mechanic, or that lady was just trying to sell her car. And so now you're going to be able to get her car because God told you to open your mouth and tell her. You see how that works? It is some seasons where God do want you to open your mouth. Some seasons where God did tell you to talk to this person. Some seasons where God did tell you to make a report of what's going on and to tell the world about it. But then there are seasons where God wants you to keep your mouth closed. Simple as that. It's not that big of a deal. Just be quiet. Just hush. I don't know if y'all are willing to do the thing what that thread said, which was, pretty much stop answering calls or texts when you're going through something. I'm almost there, honestly. The only reason why I be answering the phone sometimes is because I be thinking, they might have an emergency. I don't live around my family. Y'all, my family still lives in Atlanta. I'm in Colorado. So I don't live around them. So I be thinking, they called me with an emergency. But honestly, I'm not the first person you need to be calling. You need to be calling 911 because I'm 20 hours away. I cannot get to you. So call me when y'all know something. Like, I don't have to be in a rush to answer my phone anymore because I'm oversharing in every phone call that I have. I'm oversharing because I'm excited about something that I just learned, or I'm oversharing because you just told me something about your life and I really, really feel like I have some insight that can help you. I'm oversharing because I just want to let you know what's going on. Just simply oversharing, just simply running my mouth. God is saying, be quiet. And I think this even go for when you are responding to somebody who's out of pocket with you. Keep your opinion to yourself. God is saying, and this is really something for me, God is saying you don't always have to defend your position. You can defend your position with silence. Now, that's, again, you guys, we increase your discernment, because there are some times where God does want you to defend your position and your place in this situation. But there are some times where God is just like, it's not even that deep for you to defend anything. Keep your mouth closed. Whatever you want to say, keep it a secret. You don't have to say nothing at all. So this is in the season. And again, like I've been saying in the comments, this ain't for everybody. Some of y'all, God needs y'all to testify, because it's going to encourage the rest of us. So some of y'all, it's not your season to be quiet. Sometimes it's your season to talk, to just talk. It's your season to talk. It ain't my season to talk. I'm not telling you to be quiet, because the word that this is for, those people are going to know it when they listen to it. Those people are going to know, if God has told you to be quiet, when you hear these words, you're going to say confirmation. You're going to say, this word was for me. If this word was not for you, that's okay. This ain't the season for it. But God is saying, for some of us in this season, he wants you to be quiet. Keep your thoughts to yourself. Keep your opinions to yourself, even things that you don't disagree with. If God ain't told you to respond on it, don't. There are some things where God will tell you to respond. Respond, because you're being obedient. This ain't even about your flesh. This is about your obedience. If God tells you to respond to it, respond. But if God tells you don't respond, be quiet. You don't have to tell everybody what's going on in your life. You don't have to give. I love that comment. She said, everybody is not owed a progress report. You don't owe nobody a progress report on your daily life, your weekly life, your monthly life. You don't owe nobody that. Keep it a secret. Keep it to yourself. Be quiet. It ain't for you to go and tell everybody anything, because you don't know. You don't know who around here got thoughts about you that are not so friendly, that are not so lovingly. And they love that your car just broke down. They love that you got a flood going on in your house and you don't know what's going on. They love that your manager is aggravating you. And you don't even know if you're going to get that promotion. They love that. You don't know who your listeners are. And again, even if it ain't even nobody that you're talking to, you saying it out loud to the devil. He hearing it. So all he needs to do is hear that your manager that aggravated you today. All the devil, let me tell you how the devil works. All the devil needs to know is that you tired of working. I'm tired of this manager. She doing X, Y, Z, and I'm tired of her. I'm tired of her. But you know what, God, I thank you for the job. But I'm tired of her. Next day when you wake up, you got an attitude when you walk in the office. You was mad. You was happy as I don't know what till you walk into that office. Now you mad. Now every time somebody say something to you, you got an attitude. You just sat there and let the devil play with you. You just sat there and gave him more fuel to add to the fire. When your mood be changing like that, in the very environments that you said that you was tired of, this because you done gave the enemy access to play with your mind. Now, anytime your manager message you, oh, I just can't wait till I move from this job. Speaking it into the atmosphere. Then don't be surprised if you get fired in a couple of days, you get laid off in a couple of days, because you kept speaking it into the atmosphere and you kept giving the devil access to play with all the stuff around you. Be quiet. Be quiet. You don't have to talk about this stuff. God know that manager aggravating you. God know that employee is aggravating you. God know your car is giving you trouble. God know you got a flood going on in your house and you don't know what's going to happen with it. God knows. He knows it already. You ain't got to talk about it with nobody else. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Save yourself all the aggravation of having to defend your position from people whose opinions don't even matter, but you gave them access because you told them what was going on in your life. Keep it a secret, y'all. It's not just about God's goodness and his blessings. It's not just about the wins. It's about the losses too. Sometimes it's just about your everyday life. It's about everything. Keep it a secret. God, I'm telling y'all, I have no clue. It got to be something big, y'all. It got to be something big that God is continuing to expand on this keep it a secret word. It got to be, he finna do something big in a bunch of our lives. And he's trying to teach discretion now. He's trying to teach silence now, so that whenever he drops that big thing in your life, or whenever that big move happens, you are already have it in a routine to be quiet. You ain't now you're not trying to, you don't got to walk around like this to keep your mouth closed, because you've already been trained. This is a training season right now, y'all. He is training us in discretion for a reason. God is, and the thing about it, God is going to he's going to tell you when to talk about it, because he needs you to testify about it. He needs you to testify to his people about it. But right now, he's saying keep it all a secret. Everything, good, bad, ugly. Keep it all a secret. Your opinion, your thoughts, your feelings, keep it all a secret. It's not for you to tell everybody else. It's not for you to announce to anybody. Don't nobody care. And I say that loosely, but nobody cares about your opinion. Nobody cares about your thoughts on something. Nobody cares. And I say that loosely. I'm not saying that to hurt nobody's feelings, but what I'm saying is everybody got their own stuff going on in their life right now. Just keep your stuff to yourself and focus on that, and let God take you through that. You don't have to carry your stuff to other people. You don't have to do that. Don't do that. Okay? That's the word for today. I love you guys, and I will see you on my next video.